fucking breath though.
If you're looking for a laugh while cleaning a roof, want to kill some time, making windows sublime, you got the right plan with Ryan and Dan. Welcome to the Uncleanables Podcast.
Can I sit in?
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Uncleanables Podcast. Thanks for joining us. We're kicking off 2025 rather well.
Big news.
We have got great news. We've got big news.
Everyone's confirmed.
Have they really?
Everyone's confirmed. Hotels booked.
So we are going on a road trip which we have been, well, it's highly anticipated really. I hope everyone's excited.
It's been a little bit stressful, but I'm buzzing for it.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Like just like conversing with like 6 people. It was 7 people. But one of them was a little bit too far away.
Oh, we've chopped that, yeah?
Yeah, I've spoken to him. He's going to come to us, or we're going to meet him in London, or something.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Like the cost it would have taken us to drive there and back to him.
And
we could hire a podcast studio in London. I think they're about $250 for the day. We'd be no worse off. It would cost us that anyway. Plus, we get to actually use like a proper decent studio.
Well, what? You can't see your breath?
Yeah. Oh, you can't see your breath. Yeah, it's fucking cold in here. It is freezing. But yeah, go on. Sorry, carry on.
No, I was going to say, I'm just going to have a little recap. So we've launched the community.
Yeah, we've launched the community. 2 members so far.
We've got some great members.
Yeah.
The conversation's already flowing already.
Mate, we're kicking off. We're kicking off 2025 very well. So if you're interested in joining the community, we're available almost 24/7 for any advice.
And also, like, a beautiful thing about the community I'm going to add on to it is that you've got so many brains in there now.
Yeah.
Like, eventually, when it's over 15, you've got a decent hub of all like-minded people, and any question really you throw in can be answered.
Well, also, if there's a question that you want us to read on the podcast, there's a dedicated section for Post a Problem. So you can post a problem. We will dissect it
and go
prior and then talk about it on the podcast. You can also recommend a guest.
Yeah.
So if you know someone who's maybe got a big window cleaning company in your area, but not necessarily as social as some of the others, let us know. We'll get in touch with them, try and get them on the podcast. But yeah, $5.99 a month. We only see half of that, so we're not trying to rob you blind.
Yeah, the fees involved are
ridiculous.
Yeah. It is ridiculous.
But it's, all for a good cause. Basically, we just need money so that we can travel the country and interview people, because we are putting our pockets in our hands far too much.
Yeah, it is a little bit like that. But listen, like I feel like the community is actually, you get an awful lot of bang for your buck. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like £6 a pint of beer, and you're in a community for a month where you can shoot a question at any time of day and it will probably get answered.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think it's well worth it. Anyway, listen.
I'm asleep between 8:30 and 5, but other than that,
exactly.
I'm game.
Listen, this ain't a sales pitch anyway.
No, it's not.
So let's crack on.
Also, just talking about quick updates. Everything for the Expo has been ordered, I believe, apart from the clothes.
The clothes and the marquee.
We're not doing a marquee, we're building it.
Oh, yeah, just the clothes.
That's not going to take us very long, is it, to not put up?
No.
So we just got to order the clothes. So there will be Uncleanables jumpers, there will be secret slogan t-shirts. Very, very excited.
And if you guys, give us some feedback, because we actually don't know how many t-shirts and whatnot to order, because we're toying with the idea of ordering 10 to sell. But I mean, if everyone actually genuinely wants one, just put like a thumbs up in the comments and actually let us know, so we can kind of gauge it.
Yeah, if 50 of you put a thumbs up,
then we know to order more, because the last thing we want to do is get there with a load of stuff and then drag it all back home.
Yeah, because it is over 2 days.
And also, we don't want to sell out, because we want everyone to have what they want.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Absolutely. But we have got, I think we've hit the nail on the head with the amount. But yeah, we'll see what people are saying. So we've got loads of stuff to give away at the Expo as well, so make sure you come and see us.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Whilst you're on the subject of just fun stuff, if you could share the podcast with just one person that you know in the industry that may not have seen the podcast, that would be really, really helpful for us. Watch us grow, help us grow. So yeah, if there's one thing that you want to do for us and you don't want to join the membership, just share the podcast with a friend, someone that might not listen.
Absolutely,
get them hooked.
Absolutely.
But yeah, anyway, how's your week been,
mate? It's been good. I've had a mad rush. I go skiing tomorrow.
Well, today really, isn't it? You're leaving tonight?
I leave. We stay at my pal's house and then we all go in the morning.
Yeah, holiday starts the minute you leave though, bro.
Come on, bro.
Just get like a bottle of vodka for the drive there.
Mate, I was telling the geezer who butchered my hair, I was going to put my cap on for this. I didn't
notice.
He's made me look like a bad Elvis.
You're like Ice Gem a little bit.
So I'm pleased I'm going away for a week and just got to wear a helmet non-stop.
6 days.
So, so anyway, I was telling him and he was saying, oh, yeah, you got to get this Romanian drink and all the rest of it. Anyway.
So whereabouts are you going?
We're going to go to Expo in Austria.
Oh, very nice.
So I'm going to take some photos. There is an engineering masterpiece where I'm staying. Apparently, this guy's place we're staying at has got one of them car parks in the floor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got one of them. He's got a 3-car.
Mate, that'll keep you busy for a couple of hours.
Car park, mate. My engineering tism is going to go mental when I walk in that gaff. Can you imagine? Apparently, he asked for a. He spoke to the council in this Austria, the skiing place, and he asked for, mate, you can ski into his gaff.
Can you?
Mate, it's James Bond gaff.
That's awesome.
So he wrote and said, can I extend the driveway? Because I've got 3 cars, it's a small driveway. And they said no. And he said, okay. So they looked and he had a building company. So he's put a 3-tier lift. So if he wants like the bottom car, he clicks a button and 2 of them come up in the air, gets in it and drives it off and then it lowers.
That's mental.
Mate, that's James Bond stuff, isn't it? I would impress me. I am pumped to see that house because apparently the rest of the gaffs like it as well. So I'm over the moon about it. So we'll see. So
the rest of the gaff single glazed windows, holes in the roof.
The rest of the gaffs looks like this warehouse.
It needs refelting, but he's got a 3-car lift driveway. Come on.
So I'm going to take some photos of that. Buzzing, mate. Buzzing.
Good.
Absolutely buzzing to get away. Week's been alright. It's been a mad push to get everything done. I had a stinker. I built 6 wardrobes one day for this woman. She just said, look, like, can you come and build these? And I've got like a flat fee for flat pack, which is pretty cool. But you know, like we've said, you win some, you lose some. Yeah. So it's like I just charge a flat fee, and then if it's a chest of drawers or if it's a double wardrobe, it works out whatever it is. So to build the carcass of a wardrobe is pretty easy for me. I'll probably do it in about 8 minutes, 9 minutes. Yeah. But it's everything that goes in it.
Yeah, the drawers.
So now it's like she wants 4 drawers per wardrobe, plus shelves, plus a sliding door.
Yeah.
Now you're looking at like hour and a half a piece, and it's not. Now you've lost the scales of the economy. Yeah, you've lost it now. But listen, I've done it. It took me 13 hours. To
be fair though, if you'd gone and visited that job, which you wouldn't because it's flat pack, but you wouldn't have been any the wiser.
I can't charge any more than what I charge anyway.
Exactly.
So it's just one of the. But I was talking to my missus about it, and she said, but don't forget they'd pull up with 2 geezers. You're on your own. Yeah,
IKEA would. Yeah. And also they're doing that day in, day out. So I know you've done it a lot, but
every day they're doing it.
Do it every day.
Because also, like, what you got to think is, I know it sounds silly, like they'd have the bits for the drills already pre-set up.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? You know, like I've got to find what size Allen key.
Yeah.
They'd actually have a drill made with for that. Ready to go. Already probably torqued as well.
Absolutely.
So but other than that, mate, knocked it all out. I've secured some great jobs for the for the spring. Yeah, there's a road in Billericay called Norsey Road, which
I know, the big houses.
And the biggest tree on Norsey Road is my window cleaning client.
Yeah.
So if you know the road, just look for the biggest tree.
I know what you're talking about.
It is enormous, isn't it? Yeah. And anyway, it's ruined her driveway, and all the sleepers have all fallen down around it. She's asked me to repair it or like put a new one in. But that's a great job. I've already canvassed the road. I got some great feedback. Someone rang me up and said, don't ever put flyers through my door again. No, they didn't, but I didn't get any calls. And so I was thinking like...
They probably don't even read their own mail down that road.
I'm going to get the sign out and get it on a board, do you know what I mean? Get that going and just crack on really this year. But how was yours?
I've had a bit... It's been a good week, but also... So like, you know, you say you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
I've lost this week a few times.
Really?
But it's been a good week. So today, for example, I had 4 gutter empties.
Yeah.
So again, I charged a set price for gutter empties.
Yeah.
They're all customers I knew, but like one of them was a guy I went to school with, I've worked on his house before. He's moved to a new gaff, like a proper fixer. Like when I say proper fixer-upper, it almost needs knocking down and rebuilding. I spoke to his missus, she's so stressed.
It's hard to live in that fixer-upper.
Yeah. So like they said they've been in like just over a month and it's still like floorboards. They've had it rewired so that they can start making some proper progress, but difficult. So they say, we need the soffits and fascias cleaned and the gutter's emptied. So I've turned up, wooden soffits and fascias.
Fantastic.
So I've had to have that conversation with him. They're sweet. It's a bungalow, so I jump up on the ladders just to have a look because it's easier than getting a camera out. Look, absolutely chock-a-block. and there's one
with
corner.
What? With what?
Just soil, moss, just like the normal stuff. This one didn't have anything growing in it apart from one corner as the valley comes down, which was, so I don't know how the people who ever put the roof in had done it. It must have been patch repaired at some point, but it had like two like jagged corners overhanging the gutter, so it was blocked with soil. So I'm like finger banging it, trying to get it out. Eventually I got it unblocked, but it took a while. Plus, the guy installing the Wi-Fi from the whatever company where they've got to get up on the pole, he was there. So he's working in my corner where I had to finish up. So I'm sitting around waiting for him.
So it's like a ladder match, isn't it, at this point?
Well, yeah, I'm sitting around waiting for him because I was like, I'm not gonna, I can't ask you to leave.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So then that was job 1. Job 2, turn up. I've never seen more grass in gutter. It's just the front and back, but I would, when you look at something and you go,
has it got that bad?
These have never been done.
Yeah, totally.
And I wouldn't mind, but he's got like a loft conversion, so they must have been like clear at some point.
Scaffolding up at some point.
There's no trees there.
Yeah, I know.
So I just don't know how it's happened, front and back. So normally it's one side, not the other, innit? Front and back, just chock a block with grass, like actual grass overhanging the gutters. Fortunately, I think where it's wet, it just came straight out.
Yeah, totally.
It wasn't really blocked in there, but there was one downpipe, and it was like the length of that bottle of roots and soils come out of this. So I'm like,
you managed to get that out with your gut?
I'm wiggling. Yeah, it took me a while, but I was wiggling it. Then he had a conservatory, which I hadn't quoted for, but I thought, I might as well do it. Biggest regret of my life.
Always the way, innit?
Like, you couldn't get to the other side of his conservatory because next door had an extension. So I'm like I'm straddling like next door's fence, can just about see the gully, and it looks like a garden.
Oh.
There's so much grass. Like, I wish I took a photo, but when you're a bit too stressed to take a photo, I was like, I need to get this done. Then the next 2 jobs were opposite each other, and they were for customers that I window clean for. So I knew one of them had like a bit blocked in a downpipe, but there was nothing else last time I was there. Anyway, I've turned up today, just both of them just royally overgrown. I was like, how has this happened? I was there like 3 weeks ago. So I started trying to get the initial bit that caused him to book me, trying to get that out. And I don't know, it was like hooked on something. It like grown in between the clippings of the gutter.
What it does, isn't it? How it goes, yeah.
So, and it was that horrible like clovery weed.
I know it, yeah.
So it just shreds. It's not thick. So I'm fighting for my life with that. In the end, obviously managed to get it all out in the end. Unfortunately, they're brothers, and one of them, like, his garden's like the woods. So he's like, just take your shit and dump it in my garden. So that's, that was quite good. I didn't have to bag anything up. But yeah, it took a while. And then, so aside from today, which has been a bit of a nightmare, the leads have been coming in thick and fast, which has been great. But 4 times yesterday, I had someone, lead came in, they've got their price, they've clicked yes, they want to book, and then immediately click no.
Oh,
sorry, pressed the wrong button. 4 times in a row that happened.
Do you reckon it's the same person trying to mess with you?
I don't know, but it was like crazy.
How does this...
Then the next 2 that came on press yes, and then didn't proceed with any more information. I've called both of them today. One of them was a mistake. The other one said, no, I'm going to do it later on, but I'm at work at the moment. Fair enough. Then I had another one come through today, and this one did book, so like it was all good in the end. But she said yes, nothing else. So I've messaged her. Hi, so you said yes. I think there might be a problem. Do you want me to get you booked in? Like, I just need this information. Oh yeah, can I have the price first? And I'm looking at the message with the price on.
Yeah, she would have.
And I'm like, am I being punked or something? Like, I've had such bad luck with these leads. Like, am I missing something? So I said to her, is it not on the first message you received? And then like replied to it so she could see it. Oh yeah, that's absolutely fine. Cool. Can we go ahead and book? And I was like, thank fuck. I had another one a couple of days ago. So she got her quote. So how it works is they inquire with their property details, they get their quote. Off the back of that quote, the bottom of the quote, they can press book now, and then they choose what they want to book, because it gives them a price for soffit fascias, gutters. If they've clicked yes to a conservatory, it gives them a price for that as well. And they can add that on if they want to. So she selected gutter empty and one-off window clean. She had the prices there. You have, when you select it, the price is on the selection.
You can't miss it.
You can't miss it. She said yes. She filled in all of her property details, so they come through as a booking. And I was like, sweet, because I was about 80 quid under what I've spent to what I've got back at the moment, and this put me about 80 quid over, £191. So I was like, brilliant. We're back. We're rolling. We're back in the green. So I've messaged her. I've gone to message her because it's coming through, and I've seen she's emailed. Hi, can you please cancel this booking? The price is too much.
After all of that, bro.
I'm like,
but yeah,
at 3 points you've seen the price.
Yeah, totally, yeah. Like,
so you've
there's a lot in
ignored
between
the message, to get through to book at 3 points where the prices are, just
how annoying.
Just to turn around and cancel.
How annoying.
So yeah, I've had a bit of a week of it. But we'll jump in. We'll jump straight into this because it folds in nicely.
What's that, mate? What's that?
Can you hear it?
What's that?
It's time for how many customers
We hold it up.
Yeah, hold it up because you can't see the bottom of it.
Grab the pen, or have you already done it?
I've already added in to the people that have commented. So, quite fortunately, we've had everyone's new add-ins, apart from Paul's exterior cleaning and clean Cymru. Did I do that right? Come on.
I think because I mentioned that he's got to put us up if he wins in Wales, I think he's shit the bed a bit.
No, he definitely hasn't watched the podcast because he's normally bang on.
He always comments, doesn't he?
But yeah, so that means Rayleigh Gutter Cleaning is well out in front at the moment. But Dan, drum roll please. How many customers have you added this week?
Generous 3.
Generous 3. I have added 6 this week. I'm on 15 total for the month, which has been nice. Nice little 6. I'm aiming for 20 a month, so I'm on course to do that, I think.
You are.
Which is
if
good.
you have a good week next week, that means you've got a week in lieu, effectively.
Hopefully I am. So like next week's my last full week, and then I'm off for my birthday, and I'm going away for a couple of days. Not that I won't be replying to inquiries because the grind don't stop. But yeah. So quickly, let's just talk about the prizes. So we have had some prizes for.
We have had a belter of a prize.
So
and you
CBS
probably see it behind me.
Have kindly donated a water-fed pole. I've put their link for their Facebook and Instagram page in the description. So if you want to buy one, which you can do, he's got some in stock. You can get. Give
him the spiel. What size is it?
I don't know what size it is.
It's got to be a 30-footer.
I think it's 30-footer.
It's a 30-footer, mate. I can tell by smelling it. That's 30.1
It's a beautiful pole. It's a beautiful pole.
It's a lovely pole.
It's for the winner, the anti-spin.
Anti-spin.
Yeah.
Top quality, mate. This is
brand
lovely.
new. It's brand new.
It's a brand new pole, guys.
Yeah.
It's 30 feet, mate. Get your entry. Well, they're in it.
Yeah, they're in it. So someone on this list will win it. But I was talking to Adam, who owns CVS, and he's hoping to sponsor this competition going forwards.
Yeah.
So next round there will be another water-fed pole up for grabs.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Adam, for supplying it.
We've also had a starter kit sent from Holy.
Yes.
Who have sponsored the podcast before. So including in that starter kit, you get a shaker, 14 flavours or sachets of Holy Energy, 14 of iced tea, 14 of hydration. I personally drink Holy every day. I absolutely love it.
It is good stuff.
And there is a code in the description if you want to order some.
So is the winner going to get a pole and the Holy?
And I'm hoping we can get something else for him as well.
Mate, that's over £500 prize, bro.
I'd like to get one more, yeah.
That's over £500 prize.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Well, close, yeah. I don't know how much the poles retail for, but...
Should we message Ford and see if we can just give away a Transit Custom?
yeah. We're going to try and get something else for the competition, so you guys...
This is heated up, isn't it? This is heated up.
And I think Holy will probably sponsor...
I know Rayleigh Gutter playing shadow boxing in his bedroom right now, listening to many men.
But 7 weeks does take us into mid-March, almost up to the Expo, right?
Yeah.
So
we can
gutters
take it to the
can
Expo.
start slowing down.
Yeah,
You know?
Count your days, mate.
Yeah.
Count your days.
Yeah, I'd start.
You know he's eating steak every day in the winter, that man. You know that. He's eating steak every day. And in the summer...
Gold-plated steak. He's at Salt Bay. He's at Salt Bay, mate. Every weekend. He don't need this water-fed pole. He's got a Louis Vuitton one.
And in the summer, I know he's got that squeeze box outside Asda at Rayleigh.
He's down food bank.
Yeah. Food bank. It's all feast and famine. It's all good, mate. We're only playing with you.
No, I think he's going to be fairly busy in the summer as well, doing replacements and repairs. And
there'll be something. There'll be something.
I mean, I'll get a fair few gutter empties in the summer still.
I had an interesting, just changing subject. I had an interesting thought came in my head.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, they don't happen often. So I wrote it down quickly. And I thought to myself, I'll ask you this. If you was to disappear and someone else was to take the reins of your business, right, what would change about it?
If I was to disappear completely...
Yeah.
I feel like it'd go to shit.
No, but like, what do you bring, as in Mr. Kirby?
Well, I bring everything at the moment.
What do you bring?
Just me.
No, but do you see what I'm saying? No, I don't mean like physically what you can do, because I can hire someone tomorrow to do a 9 to 5 for curbside.
I don't think anything would change.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty basic, isn't it? Yes, you get the inquiries, you reply to inquiries, you go and do the work.
Yeah.
Anyone could do it. It's the difficult part is building the business.
It's nice to know you regard yourself as unique.
Well, no, the difficult part is building the business.
No, I'm not talking about that.
What do you mean then? I'm not sure if I understand.
So like your work rate, you might work like.
Yeah, I don't think that someone could match my work rate, which is what concerns me about taking on a staff member.
So, as in like physical abilities, or just getting up on time, punctuality abilities, things like that. Like what would change then?
Well, it's an open-ended question, isn't it? Because if you find the right candidate to take over, nothing would change. Because if you get someone with all the right qualities...
There's got to be things you're good at.
I'm good at everything, mate.
You can't be good at everything, mate.
Test me.
You can't be good.
Fun war? No, I don't think... So the better question is, what do I struggle with?
No.
No?
Anyway, okay. Is it... Wait, North Eastern, don't
Yeah, go on one.
Right, so anyway, regardless, right, so I know what you're saying. So it's work rate. Your response is work rate.
Work rate would change, yeah, I think.
When is your guy coming? When is your guy
Hopefully March.
Hopefully March?
If this continues, yeah, March.
Is he coming on the pod?
Well, he'll be full-time employed, so yeah, he will be here.
He'll be the new cameraman.
If he's back in time after doing his jobs. But for 3 months, he's going to come out with me. So yeah, he'll be here.
So tell us.
We'll be sitting him on the floor down there, like just watching us.
And at
live audience
at 5 o'clock. He just
like when we make a joke, he can go.
Oh, did you find that short funny we done the other day?
Oh, hilarious!
Oh, mate, I was in bits.
It.
Right, listen, let's crack on with your customers, because now how many months or how many weeks have you had the adverts running now?
2.5, because I had to turn them off because there was an issue with the WhatsApp.
Right, okay. So what have you noticed? Because do you remember before Christmas you had the Hockley Day and it was like incredible?
Yeah.
And then after that it kind of fell flat on its face?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It was, I need a little bit more date. So I've got the ad that's running at the moment, which is doing okay. It's about £7 a lead. It was about £5, but it's creeped up. That's running till the end of this week. Then I'm trialling some different colours. I'm going to trial a couple of different ads as well. So I've got one with Jay Cartwright that says, reliable window cleaner, completed it, mate, inquire now.
What, the actual geezer?
Yeah, well, the picture of him, yeah. That's the ad. I've got another one of some bird, like just laying there smiling, and like how it feels to have a regular and reliable window cleaner, inquire now. So they might flop, but just going to test some different things and see if the basics work better than something a little bit more out of the box.
Why not?
And then ultimately we'll just, whatever works, will be
just push it.
Played on automatic.
It's funny, isn't it? Because like when you do things, like I've done, like how many leaflets have you designed, like to do with curbside?
Far too many.
But isn't it interesting, because like in like 5 years you will have refined it to absolute perfection. Give it to someone and they go, wow, like that's so good. And you're like, mate, you're looking at me at the top of the mountain. You should have seen me when I was climbing it. Like, mate, there was spelling mistakes. There was wonky pictures. I got called Ipsum for like 6 months.
You did. We'll have to tell that story one day.
Yeah.
But that banner I've got on the window out there.
Yeah.
That's got a spelling mistake on it.
That's what, mate.
I paid like 60 quid to have that printed.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's a spelling mistake. Well, it didn't turn up with a spelling mistake. I paid for it with a spelling mistake.
But isn't it crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I've noticed it with things as well and bits and pieces, like... And even my van, I'm getting my van time written soon. And it's like...
Don't get a spelling mistake on that.
No, but it's not even that, because obviously I'm getting someone to do it, but I keep asking him to change things. And I'm like, sitting there thinking like, mate, I reckon I'll ask him to change it in 2 years' time.
Mate,
like,
I went through 4 designs on my van.
So I'm just thinking, mate, just bite the bullet and do it, because it will never be right, whatever you do.
Yeah, you'll look good, you'll get it on, and then you'll go,
I should have done that.
Should have done that.
Yeah.
Or next time I do it, I'm going to change that.
Yeah.
I signed my own van, so I had it all printed and done it myself. And then within 6 months, I changed a bunch of stuff. I had it changed. Then, I got a new van and then done the same thing again. And then within a year, had that new one put on. But I think it's important to have it on. So even if you're not happy with it.
I hate having I've never had a sign written van, but I hate not having one.
I've only had directly from someone walking up to me and saying, saw your van.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 or 4 jobs. But it's like, do people see the van, then go on the website, then check the socials and then inquire and not tell you? You don't know. So I think it's important to have something.
Yeah,
it's not for everyone. Some people prefer to.
No, some people don't like it, but I just think it's handy because, like, I know it sounds silly, but like, you turn up to a job and you go, yeah, okay, I'll see you at say 9 o'clock, right? And if you pull up at say 10 past, if they're looking out the window, but you don't have a sign written van, they don't know it's you. I know that sounds silly.
But also, like you're saying about putting a board out the front of a job, just park your van out there.
Yeah.
It's much bigger,
constant
much
advertising,
louder.
yeah.
And also, when you go and do your window cleaning, people see it about, and the more they see it about, the more they are to go, I see this guy all the time.
Give him a buzz.
Inquire
massively.
with him. That's what I was talking to, I think it was Phil that said, like, they've got basic sign writing on all their vans, but they do it to get like that omnipresence, so like you're everywhere all at once. So like you might go Waitrose in the morning and see a van, and I think they've got 6 vans, so it's a bit easier for them. But then they go somewhere else in the afternoon, they see another van in a different area.
What does omnipresent mean?
Just everywhere all at once.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's like they're seeing them all day, every day. Then they go on Facebook and they see them on Facebook.
There's one round here.
Yeah.
What did I say to you the other day? Is it AAA or Alpha window cleaning? And I've said to you, he's only got a little van. And I said, mate, I see him everywhere. And you went, yeah, he's got 3 or 4 vans.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember the name.
Yeah, do you remember? It's like Alpha or something.
Yeah,
and I was like, wow. And then, it makes sense now.
Yeah. So that's it. They all look the same. They're all the same van.
Yeah.
You feel like you're seeing them everywhere.
Yeah, I feel like he's following me.
Yeah, but actually he's just, he's in all
numerous
the
vans,
areas on the
isn't
same
it?
day. But it makes you think. And like you've mentioned it. So like someone else would see that and mention it as well.
Massively.
So yeah, it's definitely handy to have a sign written van, even if you've only got one van. I think it's important. So. Also, not that you can prove this, but I think it, in our industry anyway, it kind of, I know people have had their vans broken into with sign writing, but it almost deters the breaking into it because they can see what you do. And it's like...
We don't really want to nick a load of water.
Yeah, or like a water-fed pole second-hand's like a couple £100, which I know is still good if you ain't fucking paid for it, but it's like, it's not, 500, 600 quid's worth of tools that are easy to move.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
You ain't got to cut a bit of pipe or unravel a hose reel. I mean, all my stuff's bolted to the floor anyway, so you'd have a tough time robbing anything.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I always thought that as well, because like if I park my van, say all that on the street, they don't know what I have in it. They could think, he's an Amazon driver.
They could just break into it just to check.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Whereas obviously, if it's got water-fed pole down the side of it or whatever. Then
just at least they know what's in it. I mean, if they're out to rob you,
it's going anyway. Yeah.
But totally. If they're out for tools and you're an external cleaner,
probably not.
They're going to go, I'd rather take my chances with... They can only break into so many vans before people start going, calling the police, and the police go and start doing their rounds, per night or whatever. But yeah, so...
Did you see the... have you seen the new squeegee on online? I haven't bought one. I don't know anyone that's bought one, but you might. It's a funny looking thing. It's almost like a flapper. And it's a squeegee. Have you seen it? Are they gimmicky?
Yeah, it's a piece of shit.
Really?
Yeah, it's not,
mate.
It's not. You wouldn't turn up to a customer's house with that.
Would you not know?
No.
I looked at it, but like, what I liked about it is the water doesn't run all over the frames.
It did look like a good design.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have seen it.
And it collects the water, and I was like, mate, that's smart, because you know, like when you're on a nice house and you obviously, and let's say they're dirty windows, you end up with that black water all down the frame and everything.
I've seen a few people recently aren't even treading internally anymore. They've got like, you know,
just water-fed pole in it.
Yeah. You know, my internal.
Yeah.
They're doing like similar to that. They'll have just a pad on the end of a pole, and it just gets given a done. I suppose.
You can do, can't you?
I
quite like traditional.
See, my problem is if someone's paying me to come clean the inside of their windows, I feel like they're expecting me to turn up and do it traditionally. Like, they could wipe it with a pad themselves.
Personally, I don't think they're that good.
No, I don't. Like, they're good for, so like if you've got like that job with the glass roof, so I'll use it on Thursday.
Yeah. However, I will say,
windows.
but like that school we do as well. Yeah, I would say that it's good because like realistically, you can't get them any other way. So it's like, mate, it's better than nothing. It's all I can do. Whereas like if you're in a bungalow around the inside and you're using that, I think you're clapped.
And you'll be in and out in 5 minutes. And you're expecting them to pay double.
But like the pressure applied to it doesn't apply to the corners. No. So when you're jamming it in the corner, I don't think you'll get the corners getting a good clean.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, of course.
And it's smart the way it works.
Would it warrant 30 or 40 quid if someone's paying money?
Well, I mean, it cost me, I think, 600 quid to buy it, so...
I think that's wild money.
Yeah, I think...
I feel like there's a niche. There's not a niche. I feel like someone's going to come in and bring one out for like 180.
I don't think it should cost 600 quid.
I can't see why it would cost.
I feel like I got... That was probably It was probably something I didn't need that I've bought.
But
I don't think there's a lot.
Do you know you say you say that, but I thought. But do you know how weird this is? I thought about that the other day, and I sat there and I thought to myself, that saved you. No, it hasn't saved you. It's actually got you jobs. You couldn't have done that school without it. And
I've done the school without it first year.
How did you get the ladder up?
I took a ladder indoors.
What, and leant it up against the glass?
No. Just leant it up against the wall and then reached over.
Maybe we're thinking about different things because some. Oh yeah. You're right.
There's a bit of wall
in between each one.
Available,
oh, I thought it was a whole wall of windows.
No, there's an area to put. You can lean it on the frame of the glass as well. I mean, I think you probably could lean up against the glass. It's not. You're not putting all your body weight pressure on. If you had it up, you know.
Talking about glass, do you know what happened to me?
Go on, what did you do?
Mate, do you know what happened to me on that wardrobe build? So, I've got it on video. Mate, it's unbelievable. I'm building the sliding doors, isn't I? Yeah, and it's like you have to put one panel in and then click it in, then the next one and click it in, the next one and click it in. I've just put one in and then bent down to get something and the pane of glass has fallen on my head. But the mirrored glass... Bruv, it didn't break.
Oh, you're so lucky.
And it went bang like that, and I went, oh shit, and I've grabbed it like that, and I'm like, how did that not break? It fell off the wardrobe.
I don't think it's proper glass, is it? It's like...
it's got to be tempered or something. It's got to be straight. It's got to be straight. It's definitely glass.
Acrylic.
I promise you it's glass.
Yeah.
But I was like, if that broke, bruv, I've got to buy another pack and then wait a day for it to come, and then I've got glass.
You have to not shout and say, customer, there's a broken one. Get onto them quick, they'll replace it. IKEA do replace them free.
Really?
We had a bunch of stuff broken turn up when I had my IKEA wardrobes. Like one of the metal baskets was all crushed.
Kicked in.
So I didn't even ask for the photos. I just called them up.
It's incredible,
we'll send you a new one.
It is incredible. Like when you're that big, you don't argue nothing, you just...
No. They sent me an extra drawer as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, like by accident. So you can buy just the faceplate of the drawer. So I bought the faceplate of the drawer for like £3 and then I got a whole new drawer for my daughter's wardrobe. That was quality.
Yeah, no, it's good. It is good. But yeah, no, talking about glass, yeah, that's when that happened, so.
Yeah, you got quite lucky there because sometimes they don't, those bigger bits of glass, they're not always safety glass. I mean, if it is safety glass, it's just a big enough clean up as it is, but
is it like when
they break big shards.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That happened to... there's a guy, I clean a tattoo studio, and the guy that worked behind the desk was the owner's brother or something, and he was washing up a Pyrex dish at Christmas, or just before Christmas. It must have been cold and then put in the hot water, whatever, and it just shattered.
What, the Pyrex, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't think Pyrex could do that.
It sliced into his arm, and he had to be rushed to hospital.
No way.
Yeah, like really bad. He had to have like open arm surgery. They had to like reconnect all of his veins.
Wow,
and
that's
shit.
wild.
Yeah,
Oh.
it took him months to recover.
Did you ever see that video online? That geezer punching that glass, that pane of glass.
No.
Oh my God, this guy's in America. This single pane glass, yeah? This guy's in America and he's obviously having an argument with someone inside the property. He's like, yeah, man, screw you and all the rest of it. And he goes over to the glass and he punches the glass, mate, and his arm explodes with blood. So obviously he's punched it, come in and just jagged it. And he's like, mate, you need to call the ambulance. And they're like, mate, screw you and all that, because he's just had an argument. He's like, no, I don't think you understand. Like,
I'm
mate,
gonna die.
it is pouring out of this man's arm. And I'm like looking at it thinking, I will never punch a window. I mean, I don't go around punching windows, but like, you would definitely think
it's a
twice.
pretty losery thing to do, isn't it? Like,
Punching a window?
Yeah, in a fucking argument.
That's like the same geezers that punch windows. When the door closes and someone's walked out, they swear at the back of the door. Isn't it? It's one of them
They
ones.
scream into a pillow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or they were like whispering and arguing.
Yeah.
One of them ones, yeah. Their mums just didn't love them. Right, we got anything else to add? Or are we going to wrap it up?
Yeah, we have, mate. Did you see the Trump coin?
Oh, yeah.
So it's Trump's inauguration.
Yeah.
It's Trump's inauguration today, right? So whenever it comes out, Monday, I woke up.
Mate, there might not even be a next episode depending on how it goes.
Mate, we might all be at war.
Or the next episode will be from Bahamas, geez, because I'm off.
Oh yeah. No, so like we're both involved in crypto, and I've looked, and last night, so while like overnight, shall we say, for Trump's inauguration, there was a Trump release coin. It was the IPO initial, yeah. And it whatever it done, I don't know the figures. I think it launched at $10. It ended up at 70 or 80, or whatever. It made 63 millionaires overnight. 63 millionaires overnight, right? Just on this Trump coin.
I'd like to know the number of people that went up, didn't sell.
I'll tell you.
And then it, because everyone sold off and it's dropped. It's not been, like you said, it's not been rug pulled, but there was like a mass sell-off because obviously everyone made a load of money.
I'll read it to you now. I text my pal it and I couldn't believe my eyes. Listen to this.
Hi guys, before we get back to the podcast, we just wanted to let you know about a new thing that we've added to the podcast to help support our travels, to support our getting guests on the podcast, and just to overall help us out a little bit with the running costs of a podcast.
And in return of your support, guys, we have put together the Uncleanables Community Hub. And this is a hub where like-minded individuals such as yourself can come together, you can share ideas, you can chat, you can discuss work, all different topics, all under one roof.
So it's super easy to join the community, guys. There's a link in the description below. Just click on that. It will take you through to our YouTube page. On the membership section, you can sign up there. Whether you're listening or watching, it will be in the description of the show notes.
And once again, thanks for your support, guys. Back to the podcast. Do you know what? It doesn't even make sense, yeah? A trader spent 1.09 million, yeah, to buy 5.9 million Trump last night, right? Profits and loss at 1 a.m.
That's £5 a coin, yeah?
No, he bought nearly 6 million coins and he spent 1 million.
£6 a coin then?
No.
He spent £1 million and he got 6 million coins. Is that not?
No. How would it be? It's 6 to a pound. It's 6 to a pound.
Yeah.
What's 6 to a pound? Just under 20p. 30p. So it went from 30p to $70.
Yeah.
Right. His profits and loss at 1 a.m. Bearing in mind he bought it in the night. His P&L at 1 a.m. was plus 30 million. He turned 1.09 into 30 million. His position now is worth 100 million. At the bottom, it's been 12 hours.
That's insane.
Mate, generational wealth in 12 hours. This crypto
he's
thing
doing all right to begin with
if he's dropped a mil. If he's dropped a mil. But like, mate, just okay, but then step it back, yeah? He's 100x'd his money. If you put a grand in.
Let me 100x. All you got to do is put the money in. You got 100x it, then buy 10 apartment complexes.
And then you're a super alpha male. But like, mate, it's unbelievable. It's not even real.
That doesn't happen though, like, does it? Let's face it, that's quite rare that stuff like that happens.
I'm going to make a window cleaning token.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Called WDN.
I don't even know, mate.
WDNC.
I can't even get my head around it. Like the amount of money out there with these things. But yeah,
I think it's like they're really cracking down on people making coins and just rug pulling them. Yeah, it's a grey area, isn't it? Like if you hold something and it goes up in value, why wouldn't you want to sell it?
Yeah, but there's ways of doing it.
Yeah, but like, so if you created this coin, with all good intentions. It took off. Lots of people invested their money. Your initial 10 grand
I know what you're saying.
investment turns into £1 million, but you hold 80% of the coins, so you decide to sell, and then it drops 95%. Like, that's not really, like, you've just sold something that you own, so that's why it's a grey area. You've got a responsibility as the creator.
But there's also financial aspects of that would never happen. So like Elon Musk, yeah? This is another thing as well that makes me laugh. So Elon Musk, the most richest man in the world, yeah? Elon Musk's worth this and worth that, yeah? He's not. It's not liquid. He's got shares in Tesla. Let me land, right? He's got shares in Tesla, right? Let's say he owns, I don't know what percentage he owns of Tesla, yeah? Let's say he owns 60%, right? If he wants to put 60% up on the market or sell his shares, do you reckon he would? No,
but you know how billionaires
he has to sell them.
Get paid, why they don't pay tax?
Yeah, because they take stock.
Yeah.
They take stock options as opposed to obviously money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they borrow against it.
Yeah,
so
I know.
he can't sell them.
I understand that.
But
what I'm saying is I understand that. But what I'm saying is people rate their wealth, like Warren Buffett, yeah? People rate Warren Buffett, like they gauge his wealth, not on liquid, on assets.
Yeah, what his value of worth is, yeah.
Like have you seen that thing where that person, like I can make it, you can do this, right? You can make your company public, right? And then you could give yourself 100 shares. I could buy one share for £1,000.
Yeah.
Right? That doesn't mean your company's worth 100 grand. It don't.
No.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in the eyes of...
it does, technically.
It does technically. So in the eyes of this like financial institute in the financial world, it's easy to misconstrue, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's like, it is interesting. The rug pulls and that are the thing is, they happen, yeah, and people get away with it. What you can't do is you can't have any like personality or clout and then do it.
Yeah, you got to be
like the Hawk Tar girl.
Yeah,
mate, that was 500 million.
She's not released. No, I thought it was 50 million, wasn't it?
No, I think no. It launched at 50.
She's not put anything on social media. She does podcasts, no episodes of podcasts since it happened. She's literally gone
finished.
to ground.
Yeah, she's finished.
Yeah,
I don't think she'll come back from that.
I don't think she'll come back from it, but whether she does prison time,
that's huge as well.
I don't know if she will, because this is the thing. She didn't make the coin. Someone's made the coin and just used her name to build it. So she's been given coins. And I don't think she was the one that sold the coins. It was the guys who made it.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, though, you got caught up in the wrong thing. Granted, yeah, she's just a scapegoat. But yeah, she got completely caught up in the wrong thing. But also, mate, you're that naive. You've done that.
Yeah. But then, like, from a legality point of view, she owns, say it was her that sold. So she's been given a load of coins. This guy's got the rest of them, and then a load have been sold. It's obviously gone to the moon. She's gone, brilliant. I've made a load of money. I'm going to sell mine. Enjoy my money. How's that illegal?
Yeah.
Then this is the problem. Someone wants to be blamed because lots of people lost money, right?
That's ultimately yeah. There is like
you invest.
I know what you're saying.
The risk is there, you lose your money.
Well, the thing is, it's not like you can understand it being lost if there's like a civil war and like just something happens. But if my money's been lost just because someone decided to run off with it, that's totally different.
Yeah.
And that's why I understand you get nicked, like you get arrested.
Yeah, but if my investment goes to zero tomorrow, I'm going to be pissed.
Mate, I would not be able to get hold of you.
No.
Mate, there's pissing
That'd be
in
my
this.
13 freezing.
Yeah, mate, totally. Let's not get it twisted.
But that's the game you play.
Yeah, it is the game.
Ultimately, I'm still going to get up for work the next day and crack on because life ain't going to change.
No, it ain't. Yeah.
Like, that's the risk. Like, when I put all my money into it 7 years ago, and everyone was saying, you're a fucking idiot. Well, yeah, I probably was stupid 6 or 7 years ago, but now it's paid off. But then if it goes to nothing again, I'm no worse off.
Yeah, you just lost your initial. This is the problem me and you have, is because we look at what it's worth now and we're like, yeah, that's our money now.
Yeah.
And then, like, if it went down a tenner, we're like, oh, I've just lost a tenner. But it's like, no, you haven't. You have to look at what you've made. But we look at what we've made.
Yeah, I come into zone, I'm like, made $6,000 today.
Yeah.
What have you done? And I haven't. And then by 9 o'clock, I'm down 10.
Bro, it's tough at the top.
Yeah.
Cancel
I don't tell her that.
Cancel that Lamborghini.
I don't tell her that bit. I only tell her the good bit at the beginning.
But yeah, it is funny.
It's a tough game. If I hadn't been in it so long, I think I'd struggle right now.
Why?
Well, because like I've had years and years of looking at it and it not moved.
You got. I think there's a massive element of you. You need to learn how to lose.
Yeah.
We had this conversation earlier.
Yeah,
you need to learn it. You need to learn loss, just in life.
I think the hardest part is choosing when to sell. You got to get out. You don't win if you stay in. It will eventually.
Yeah, massively. Yeah.
It will eventually not be worthwhile. I mean, unless you hold on to it forever, then it will continuously go up.
I remember the last bull run. There was a day called the Bloody Wednesday. I lost 60 grand in 24 hours. Mate, I was on the train trying not to vomit. I remember going home and I was like, that's it, I'm done, mate. I was still up.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm finished. And it came back, but I was like, wow.
Well, what was that then? Just like a retest?
Oh, no, yeah, it was like a retest of all retests.
Yeah.
It bounced back, but it was like everyone was like, I've just lost my housemate, like, what's happening?
But like, I think that's why it works, isn't it? Because stuff like that happens and people.
But yeah, people
jump out. They don't want to lose the rest.
Hilarious,
they leave.
Mate. Hilarious.
You got to stay in.
Right.
Hodl, diamond hands.
Right, I think we should leave it there.
Yeah, I think before we start. Before we start getting everyone buying crypto.
We should bring out the Uncleanables token.
Yeah, UNC.
There you go, Unc.
Cool, not to be confused with your uncle.
Cool Uncle Terry. Right, listen, everyone, go and see us out.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to join the membership if you're that way inclined. We will be there on the other end.
Mate, join it for a month and then if you don't like it, cancel it.
Yeah, if you don't think you get the value out of it, just cancel it.
Yeah.
We won't ever, talk to you again because we'll be really upset, but no, I'm joking. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. This has been the Uncleanables Podcast, and remember,
stay cleaning.
Cool, fucking hell, try it.
The excitement, mate, the excitement.